Hello everybody, this is Cybersonic and welcome back to yet another episode of the Sonic CD US vs JPN soundtrack comparisons, episode 8 of season 2, Metallic Madness. Let's get into it. Round 21, Metallic Madness present. Here's the Japanese version. And the American version. This round was the easiest to decide. The Japanese version of Metallic Madness Present is indeed my favorite present theme currently from the game. It's also the only present theme from the Japanese soundtrack that I definitely know is better than the Bad Future and Good Future themes. It's also the best song in Metallic Madness in my opinion. The only present theme to really be the best out of its entire area. Usually they tend to be the weakest in my view. So that gives the Japanese soundtrack extra points. It's industrial, it's very cool, it actually has good rap lyrics. It's not as cringe as most rap songs today. And it has very good instrumentation, a very good unused loop, and just generally this is all around a good song. The American version is also good. It's very atmospheric. It definitely fits that final level feel. And it certainly does fit some aspects of Metallic Madness. I think it fits Zone 1 perfectly, while Zone 2 fits the Japanese version perfectly. I like the bongos in the US soundtrack, I like the guitar. It's a good song, but the Japanese version is just a far better song. Japan wins this round easily. Round 22, Metallic Madness Bad Future. Here's the Japanese version. And now for the American version. This round was close. US version is very atmospheric, very hopeful, and very epic. The Japanese version is very crazy, and is a twisted version of You Can Do Anything. It also fits A Bad Future very well, whereas the American version fits Metallic Madness, and it fits the dire situation that Little Planet is in. Both of these songs are very great. The Japanese version has a very good unused loop, it has very good instrumentation. The emptiness in the song fits the barrenness of the Bad Futures. Generally speaking, the Bad Futures are kind of barren, very empty compared to the Good Futures, especially in terms of life. The American version is downright very plain epic, very dramatic, very hopeful, very well suits Zone 3 of Metallic Madness. And in my opinion, I do think it is a slightly bit better than the Japanese version. America wins this round closely. Round 23, Metallic Madness Good Future. Here's the Japanese soundtrack. And now for the American soundtrack. This was a very tough round. Both variations of this song are very, very good. The US version is very atmospheric, very peaceful, albeit it takes itself a bit more seriously, as it does make sense that you shouldn't be way too jolly and happy as Eggman is still not defeated. The Japanese version is very optimistic, very beautiful, very energetic. It has a very good bass line, very good percussion, it has a very good unused loop, and it's generally speaking a very, very good song. The American version, while it is possibly the quietest song in the entire game, I like the bongos of the US version, I like the bass line, I like the snapping in the background too, I like it. It adds a whole lot to it, to the serenity and the natural feeling. Contrary to popular belief, I think this is actually a very, very good song. It all comes down to preference. In my opinion, the Japanese version is a bit too optimistic for the stage. I also feel like the Japanese version doesn't really fit the stage as much. It doesn't fit the background too much either. The American version, it fits the stage, it fits all the natural life in the stage, all the animals running around in the stage, in the Zone 3, whereas the Japanese soundtrack more so fits Zone 1 and Zone 2, that makes more sense, but Zone 3, the American version fits far more. It fits the atmosphere, it fits the situation that Sonic's in, the fact that Eggman is still alive, he's still out here running. Whereas the Japanese version kind of assumes that you've gone victory. Eggman still hasn't been defeated yet, so I think it's a bit too early to be happy. This was a very, very close round, but I do tend to prefer the US soundtrack because of the reasons I stated before, and the fact that the US version did grab me a bit more to my heart than the Japanese version. It's always meant a bit more to my heart than the Japanese version. So America wins this round very, very closely. Alright, this score is 13 for the Japanese soundtrack and 9 for the American soundtrack. The lead has decreased a bit, but tune in next time for the major miscellaneous themes. Good night everybody, and God bless.